This is Irontrader, and this is the last call of the day. So we're going to review crude oil here and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at Google, G-O-O-G-L. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Google, and I can see it's trying to work it like a circus monkey here. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay. We had a sell right on down here, but now you can see here, realistically, what we got going here, if you look at this, it's not really good, but you got a left shoulder, you got a head, and we got a right shoulder, and we could have a possible breakout going on here. Now, today we have our skull, what they call an indecision candle. So let's just take a look at the upside. Okay, so the target you're looking for here is two key targets, 170.58, that's your 100-day, and then we're going to be looking here at 170.51. So you're sitting about right there. That's your 21-day here on your weekly, and your key 100-day here on your daily chart here. Okay, now there is the next level, I should say, is going to be right here, which we have a real choppy situation here. So you got 174.05, and then what we have is we have a gap. Okay, now gaps is like on the bottom, they usually get filled, and that becomes strong resistance levels. Okay, so here's what we got here. So you want to look at the top of this candle. You're looking at 176.19. There's your gap. Then you look at the bottom of that candle right there at 181.54. There's your fill. And then we just go right to the top of that candle at 183.61. And then we can just work yourself all the way up here till you get to 191. But always watch that gap and that fill level. But the first key is going to be this right here. It's going to be that 100 SMA here. And this 221 SMA here, going to be very, very key. Now, when you look at the downside, what you want to do is watch yesterday's high, obviously, 166.15. And we come over top of this candle here, 164.08. And then we're going to be looking at this 8-day at 163.67. And then we have that nice 50-day, 162 right below it. If that all comes apart, then we have 158, I should say, 63 level, which is your 21-day and your 200-day sitting right down here. But realistically, this is looking like a very, very good bullish chart. Now, you can see our RSI here. We got 62, plenty of room to run. And then we have this your green over your red. That's very, very good also on the way up. Now, just remember, this is October. And I've been saying this here for about the last week or two. This is October. So this is usually a very, very volatile month. Okay, so now you can see where we're down. Plus the United States here. We have the election going on here, be the first week of November. And then we have this big brouhaha going on with the war where Iran just sent some missiles into Israel. Okay, so we have a lot of things here that's flowing here that's going to make trading a really, I mean, for me, I love it because I love the volatility. But for most traders, you're not going to be able to say, I'm going to buy this and hold this kind of a situation. Okay, so when you take a Google example, just look at that 100-day and that 21-day on the upside. If we can get above that, then we just follow the candles here, okay, all the way on up here. But watch that gap and then watch that fill, because those are going to be two nice targets. A lot of times they'll go right to the gap, not necessarily to the fill, but once it gets into that gap, it'll fill it, and then we can just go higher. Downside, I say just watch that yesterday's high. That's going to be key, that 166.15. Come over top of this candle here, 164.08, and then watch that 8-day. See how nice that 8-day is crawling up here now? 163.67, then we have your 50-day right below it. But look at this 8-day. So you cross the 200-day, the 21-day, the 50-day. As long as that 8-day, that price is above the 8-day, this is a very, very bullish chart. Okay, let's take a look here now and see what's going on with the old crude ski. Okay, here we have crude oil. Let me bigger up a little bit here for you. Okay, now you see this candle? See, this is what I was saying. If you watch my midday trading, I said as soon as a lot of times what it is when you have a war situation, it's buy the rumor and you sell the news, okay? So the whole rumor was Iran is going to send off some ballistic missiles into Israel, okay? And then once that happens, look and see how nice this pulled all the way back. Now, UCO was a really good trade to me. It got low in regular hours, 24.90, and as high as 27.53. I got in flat at 25 flat, and I was out at 27.25. I put a stop in there, so that was really good trading. 2.5 points, 5,000 shares. Really, really good day trading. But see, to me, I don't wait. You know, when I see those missiles flying, that's the time I put the stop loss in and I get the hell out, because that buy the rumor, sell the news usually works. Now we got to see how tonight progresses and tomorrow and as this all goes on. But if they can get this some kind of a ceasefire or something like this, this will sell off real big time, because you got a big war premium going on in here. Okay, so let's just look at the downside. Here's what you want to watch. Very key level 69.76. That's your 8 simple moving average. You want to watch that 21-day, 69.42. Those are going to be very key support levels. If that's lost here, we come over to the top of this candle, 68.65. We look to the bottom of this candle, 67.57. We look to the bottom of this candle, 67.06. We look to the bottom of this one, 66.95. And then we can look at today's low, that's 66.33 level. Then we can come all the way down here, 65.63 and 65.27 level. Now, say this keeps right on rallying up here. Well, what you want to do, obviously, is you want to watch today's high. Okay, 71.94. If that can crack that, then we go right there, your 50-day at 73.14. That's what we're going to be looking for. Okay, but right now, it didn't even have enough juice here to get to that 50-day simple moving average. But we got to see how the day shakes out. Now, remember, those futures open at 6 o'clock. You watch today's high, today's low. You watch that 8-day, you watch that 21-day, and then we can see where we're going to be trading against here tomorrow. But right now here, this is not looking low. It's not looking high. You just kind of finish right above the simple moving averages. Now, RSI, plenty of room to run on up here. Your green over red, that's looking good here. So let's just see how it shakes out. But for me, this is a trading market here at the crude oil. Seasonality is not in your favor. The only thing you got going on here is this war. And usually that'll get settled, and hopefully it does get settled. And then you can, we can move on here. But again, you have a war premium built into this here, so just keep that in mind. Okay, let's take a look here at the old netty gas. Okay, natural gas, pretty much a nothing burger today. You know what I'm saying? We just have some sideways action, which I always said here. If this 8-day, the price wants to get towards that 8-day. If you look here, you can see the price always wants to get towards that 8-day. You got all the way up here, and it wants to come down. You get all the way down there, it wants to come back. You get all the way up here, all the way down. Okay, so that's what you have. That's what you always want to look. Watch that 8-day. It's very important. Okay, now you can see where the 8-day on up, 21-day on up, 50-day on up here. Always bottom left, upper right. That's always very bullish. Okay. Now, for this to catch up here, you can have sideways action. Okay. So let's go at the upside first. Well, obviously, you want to look at today's high, 2.942. You want to look at yesterday's high, 2.948. That's what we're looking for, which is basically the top of that candle. That was resistance. What was it? 2.948. So just look what you need to do. All your resistance levels are sitting right here, and these are also your upside targets. So if you crack that 2.948, here's your next target is going to be 3 flat. You crack that, you got 309, okay, you got 313, and then there's the big boy at 3.159, okay? Downside, what you want to watch? Watch yesterday's low, 2.865. You watch today's low, okay, 2.825, and then we have that 8-day sitting at 2.725, which is moving up nicely. Now, again, if that is lost, you come here to 272 flat. There's your gap. And then we look here to the top of this candle, 2.65. There's your fill. Gap fill. But as long as this price closes above that 8 SMA, this is a very bullish chart. Just like here. See how that? Closed above. Right there, closed above. Down here, closed above. That's all that matters. When you get that closing below, this is what matters. Again, this is a nice short position, long position, long position. Okay, that's what I got for you. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, here before probably 7 o'clock. I'll be here, and we will do it all over again. Thanks for watching.